Okay, so for everyone who's wondering what my page on Facebook is all about, my page is called Communicating with Non-Human Creatures, A View of the Unspoken World. And I created this page in 2016, trying to think of a way to document and share some of the information that I came across. What happened was that probably starting around 2012, I discovered that I could communicate with non-human creatures. This started out kind of slowly, just with certain creatures, not all creatures. It was a particular type of moth, an insect, actually. But as I explored more with other creatures, I found that I could tap into certain vibrational frequencies and use that as a form of communication. So this has really been going on since 2012. Now it's 2019, so 7 years now. But at first, the first few years, I guess it was something that was so new to me. I'd always loved animals and been most comfortable in nature from a very early age. But even though I, felt like I was good at taking care of animals and getting along with animals and had a respect for insects, I wasn't necessarily communicating directly with them. But I'm not really sure what exactly sparked the change inside me that, kind of opened up this ability. But at first it was just so odd to me and so shocking that I really couldn't talk to anyone about it. I mean, there was a couple of times that I tried to open up and, I just saw the look of, skepticism or disbelief or, people weren't sure if I was crazy or what. So I decided to keep it to myself for a few years. But during that time, I was working with my ability. And my abilities kind of grew to where I was communicating with all different types of species, cats and dogs, but also pigs, different kinds of insects especially seems to be what I'm really drawn to. I'm not sure if it's because insects are kind of neglected in a lot of ways. Maybe they have a lot of information that they would like to share with humans. But, everything from caterpillars and moths, hornets and wasps and bees. Also some types of birds, especially mockingbirds, but, they're very prevalent in this area, but just seem to be more friendly or more open. And spiders as well. So those are kind of the main things that are coming to mind. And, I can give stories to go with each of those. But I will just say that this is a topic that when I first started having this ability, I really didn't know what to think of it, because when I tried to go online and find the information, I thought surely I'm going to come across something, and I really couldn't find anything that was like what I was experiencing. I couldn't find any documentation on that, and it was kind of shocking to me, because it seems like if you go to the internet, you can find just about anything. And, I really doubt that I'm the first person who's been able to do this. Maybe I'm just the first person that I know of, at least, who's coming out documenting this and coming out to talk about this. But my purpose in sharing this information, I realize that there are going to be people who think this is crazy or think, well, that's great. What good does this do? And that's the thing. That's why I waited a few years before I started to present any information, because I wanted to figure out what is this gift for. I think all gifts and abilities, especially ones that are kind of outside the natural realm, there's a specific intent or a purpose to it. And some of the information that I came across through, working with non-human creatures, there were some moments where it clicked with me, and I realized there are ways that humans and non-human creatures can work better together in certain circumstances. And I'll go into that more in detail later on as we progress, but that's my main intent, is that something comes out of this that's for the good of all, that, maybe we can work better with animals, maybe we can learn to communicate better with insects, because I know lots of times there are certain forms, especially of, certain types of animals that are seen as a nuisance, and many types of insects that are seen as a nuisance, and they really don't have to be. There are actually ways that we can work with them. And we can learn how to live together harmoniously, and not just have to, kill them, or eradicate them, exterminate them, that sort of thing. So that's going to be kind of my mission and my focus, and maybe it'll be interesting to people to hear along the way how I am communicating with these non-human creatures, because it's still kind of, shocking to me in a way. But so to explain it, I don't know if I'll be able to put it all into words, but hey, it'll be a journey and we can take it together. So thanks for joining me, and I'll get more into depth on specific topics in my next show. Thanks for joining. See you later.